Welcome to the Scenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Let's be real. Haven't we all felt that knot of anxiety tightening or, that low hum of feeling down, maybe the weight of past experiences?
Oh, absolutely. It's just, well, part of being human.
Right. But when those feelings start to really take over, finding support isn't a luxury. It's essential.
It's fundamental. It's about understanding ourselves better, learning how to navigate those tough times.
Yeah, and just feeling more solid, Plus, it can really strengthen our connections with others, give us a bit more inner security.
Exactly. And addressing mental well-being early on. It's like reinforcing the foundations of a building. It builds resilience.
Prevents small cracks from becoming big problems later.
Precisely. It stops things escalating unnecessarily.
Okay, but then comes the big hurdle for so many people, the cost, that sticker shock, right?
Ugh, yes. Traditional therapy, you're looking at easily $50, maybe up to $250 per session.
That's often without insurance factoring in. For a lot of us, that kind of ongoing expense is just, it's not feasible.
It's a huge barrier.
So that's exactly what we're diving deep into today. How can you find meaningful mental health support without that huge financial burden?
And you might actually be surprised at the sheer range of options out there for free mental health support.
Really? Like what?
Well, we're going to explore everything from online communities, guidance from actual licensed professionals, to the incredible value of connecting with peers who really understand.
Okay, great. So our goal today is pretty straightforward then. We want to equip you, the listener, with practical, actionable knowledge.
Cut through the noise.
Yeah, cut through the confusion and give you clear pathways to get the support you need without that financial strain hanging over you. Okay, so where's a logical first place to even start looking?
A really good starting point often is right in your local community, specifically community mental health centers.
Community mental health centers.
Okay, because they often get government funding. They can usually provide a range of counseling services on what's called a sliding scale.
Meaning the cost adjusts based on income.
Exactly. And in many cases, that means it might be at no cost to you at all.
So these aren't just places handing out brochures. What kind of actual support can someone get there?
Oh, no, they typically offer a really comprehensive set of services, things like individual therapy, group therapy sessions, the option for psychiatric evaluations if that seems necessary, immediate help during a crisis, and also short-term counseling for specific issues.
And who provides this? Are they volunteers or?
Generally, no. These centers are typically staffed by qualified mental health professionals, licensed therapists, counselors, social workers.
Wow, okay. That sounds incredibly valuable. So if someone listening wants to find one of these centers near them, what's the best way?
Honestly, the simplest way is probably a quick online search. Just type Community Mental Health Center and then add your city or town name.
Right, like Community Mental Health Center.
Exactly. That should bring up a list of nearby resources pretty quickly.
Okay, that's easy enough. Now, what about other avenues? Maybe someone's looking for support focused on a specific issue, or they prefer, I don't know, a nonprofit approach.
That's another really powerful route. There are many nonprofit organizations out there driven by a mission to make sure everyone has access to mental health services.
Especially for folks who might face extra barriers.
Absolutely. They often focus on vulnerable communities, making support equitable and, crucially, readily available.
Can you give us some well-known examples, names people might recognize?
Yeah. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, is a big one. They offer free peer-led support groups.
Peer-led, meaning run by people with lived experience.
Yes, exactly. Which has this unique power connecting you with people who've navigated similar challenges firsthand. NAMI also provides tons of educational resources and does a lot of advocacy work.
Okay, who else?
Mental Health America, or MHA, is another key organization. They have online screening tools, which can be a good first step to understanding symptoms.
Helpful for self-awareness.
Definitely. And lots of self-help materials. Plus, they can help guide you towards affordable care options in your area.
And being national, they likely have local chapters or resources pretty much everywhere.
That's usually the case, yes. And here's something really important about many nonprofits. A lot of them operate, 365 days a year.
Wow.
And many services are virtual, online chat, phone support. This makes help accessible regardless of time or location.
That's huge. Any others for specific groups?
Yes, absolutely. For LGBTQ plus young people, the Trevor Project is just a vital resource. They offer 204/7 support, live chat, phone, text, with trained listeners and counselors who really understand their unique experiences.
It's so important that those targeted resources exist. Okay, shifting gears a little. What about students, or maybe recent grads?
Right. College and university counseling services are often a fantastic and sometimes, frankly, overlooked source of free support. If you're enrolled, it's highly likely your school offers free mental health services right there on campus through their counseling center. Definitely check that out.
And sometimes alumni or staff, too.
It's worth checking, absolutely. Policies vary, but sometimes alumni or university staff might also be eligible for certain services.
Okay, that makes sense. Supporting their own community. But what if you're not a student anymore? Are there still university-related options?
Yes, potentially. Many universities have graduate programs in psychology or counseling, right?
Training future therapists.
Exactly. And these programs often have clinics where advanced students, the trainees, provide therapy sessions.
Under supervision, I assume.
They're closely supervised by experienced, licensed professionals. And the great thing is, these services are often offered at no cost or maybe a very minimal fee.
And can you access this even if you have no connection to the university?
Often, yes. They serve the wider community. It can be in person or sometimes remote, too. It's a win-win. Trainees get essential experience and people get valuable support.
That's a really smart tip. Worth looking into local universities, even if you're not a student.
Definitely.
Okay, so we've talked community centers, nonprofits, universities. What about the digital world? Online therapy has exploded. Are there genuinely free options there?
Well, the online landscape has certainly massively increased accessibility. And yes, while many platforms are subscription-based, some do offer valuable free features.
Like what?
Take 7 Cups, for instance. It's a free platform that connects you with trained active listeners for anonymous online chat.
So not licensed therapists, but trained listeners.
Correct. It can be a really helpful space just to process things, feel heard, in a supportive environment. Then there's iPrevail.
iPrevail.
Yeah, they offer peer support, some wellness coaching, and even programs based on cognitive behavioral therapy principles, CBT.
Ah, CBT. Focusing on changing thought patterns and behaviors.
Exactly. These platforms can offer practical tools based on those ideas.
Okay. And what about if someone is in like an immediate crisis? Are there online or text options for that?
Absolutely crucial. For immediate support, the crisis text line is invaluable. You just text HOME to 741-741 anytime.
247.
247 connects you with a trained crisis counselor, free and confidential. And similarly, there's the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Just dial 988.
Just call or text 988. Again, free confidential support from trained crisis counselors. It's so important people know these numbers exist and are easy to remember.
Absolutely critical. And you mentioned BetterHelp earlier.
Right, I should clarify, BetterHelp isn't free, but it's worth mentioning they do sometimes offer discounts or financial aid and trial periods. So for some people, that might make it a more accessible starting point than full-price therapy.
Good to know. Always worth checking those options. Now let's think about another source of support people might not immediately consider. Faith-based groups, religious organizations.
That's right. Many places of worship, churches, mosques, synagogues, temples, often play a really significant role in the mental and emotional well-being of their communities.
What kind of support might they typically offer? Is it just spiritual guidance?
It could be more than that. Often they offer pastoral counseling with trained clergy members, which involves a listening ear and, yes, spiritual guidance if desired.
Okay.
But many also have connections with licensed mental health professionals in the community. They can provide really valuable referrals, sometimes to professionals sensitive to faith perspectives.
Ah, that makes sense.
And beyond that, lots of faith-based organizations host community support groups or wellness ministries. These are often free.
And open to anyone, or just members.
Often open to everyone, regardless of their specific religious affiliation or lack thereof. So even if you don't actively practice a faith, it could still be a welcoming place to find connection and support.
That's good to know. Okay, and staying with broader systems, what about government health programs?
Right. Public programs like Medicaid and Medicare,
Yeah.
they can often include coverage for mental health services.
It depends.
It definitely depends on your income level and the specific rules in your state. So it's always worth investigating eligibility for those programs if you think you might qualify.
Where can people look that up?
Your state's health department website is usually the best place. Also, SAMHSA, That's the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
SMHSA, got it.
They have a really useful tool on their website. It's searchable, and it can help you find free online therapy or local in-person mental health providers.
That sounds incredibly helpful, especially for people with low income or no insurance.
Exactly. These resources can be a real lifeline for those individuals.
You mentioned peer support earlier with NAMI. Can we talk a bit more about that? Why is connecting with others who have similar experiences so, well, powerful?
Absolutely. The unique power of peer support really lies in that shared lived experience. It's one thing to talk to a therapist, which is vital, but it's another thing to connect with someone who truly gets it on a deep personal level because they've been there.
That validation must be huge.
It's incredibly validating. It reduces feelings of isolation, tackles stigma head-on, and you often exchange really practical coping strategies, things someone who hasn't lived it might not even think of.
And these groups are usually run by...
Often facilitated by peers themselves or sometimes trained volunteers. They're a fantastic complement to more formal therapy. Not necessarily a replacement, but a powerful addition.
Are there specific organizations known for peer support besides NAMI?
Yes, lots. The Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance, DBSA, focuses specifically on mood disorders. Smart Recovery offers evidence-based tools and peer support for addiction recovery and self-management.
Okay.
And for grief, GriefShare is a widely recognized resource, offering compassionate support for those navigating loss.
It's really comforting knowing the specific communities exist. Now, shifting focus slightly, for people who are currently employed, there might be another route for free support they don't even know about.
Yes, definitely. Employee assistance programs, or EAPs.
EAPs. Okay, that rings a bell.
It's a benefit offered by many, many companies. If you're employed, it is absolutely worth checking with your HR department about EAP counseling services.
And what do they typically offer?
They usually provide free and, importantly, confidential access to short-term therapy, often around 3 to 6 sessions per specific issue or concern. And these sessions can frequently be done either in person or online, which adds flexibility.
That's a fantastic perk people might be totally unaware they have access to. Confidential is key there, too.
Absolutely. Your employer usually doesn't know the specifics of why you're using it.
Okay, wow. We've covered a lot of ground centers, nonprofits, schools, online, faith groups, government programs, peer support, EAPs. What about just like everyday tools, things you can use on your phone, mental health apps?
That's a great point. In our digital age, apps can be really powerful tools for proactively managing emotional wellness.
But they're not therapy.
Right? Not a substitute for professional therapy if that's what's needed, no. But they can offer significant support, especially alongside other resources or for managing day-to-day ups and downs. And many have free versions or substantial free features.
Any specific apps that stand out for their free offerings?
Sure. MindShift CBT is really helpful for managing anxiety. It gives you practical strategies, exercises, all based on cognitive behavioral therapy.
CBT again?
Insight Timer is amazing. Thousands of free guided meditations, talks from teachers, experts, really vast.
Meditation's nice.
MoodPath acts like a mental health tracker. You log your mood, and it gives you personalized insights and assessments over time. It can help you spot patterns.
Useful for self-awareness.
Definitely. And then there's Wobot. It's an AI chatbot.
Talking to a robot.
Kind of. It delivers CBT-style conversations. It guides you through exercises, helps you build self-awareness, learn coping skills. It's quite interactive.
Interesting. So these apps can be really valuable for self-guided work or supplementing other support.
Exactly. Great tools to have in your mental wellness toolkit.
It's just amazing how many different types of resources are out there now. Finally, let's just touch on how technology overall has really changed the game for accessing support.
Oh, telehealth has been a massive game changer. It's dramatically expanded who can access mental health support and how.
More remote options.
So many more. We're seeing virtual support groups run by nonprofits, phone and video counseling from local clinics, universities offering remote sessions,
And those hotlines we mentioned?
and of course those crucial free hotlines like 988 and the crisis text line, accessible instantly via phone or text. This remote access just breaks down huge barriers.
Like distance or mobility issues.
Exactly. Geographical distance, limited mobility, even just tricky schedules or lack of childcare. These remote options are often available year-round. All you need is an internet connection or a phone. It makes support so much more accessible than it ever used to be.
So if you're listening to this and maybe feeling overwhelmed or just uncertain about where to even start, please remember this. You are absolutely not navigating this alone.
Not at all.
And meaningful help, it is genuinely more accessible than you might think right now.
That's right. There really are compassionate, accessible ways to get the support you need, whether that means connecting with a therapist, finding a peer group, or using some of these free online tools we've talked about.
Taking that first step, it can feel huge.
It can feel daunting, definitely, but it truly can open the door to healing, to getting some clarity, maybe finding a renewed sense of hope. Whether you need immediate help or you're thinking about a longer-term path to feeling better, these free resources are out there.
They really are. Okay, so here's a final thought for you to mull over. Given this wide array of free mental health resources that are now available, what kind of positive ripple effect might we see in our communities, maybe in society as a whole, if every single person felt truly empowered and fully supported in proactively looking after their mental well-being?
That's a powerful question to ponder.
So as you, listening, think about everything we've discussed today, maybe just consider this. Which one of these readily available free resources might be a most helpful starting point for you right now on your journey to feeling better?
Thanks for tuning in to the Scenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit scenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.